What's good, y'all boys? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy, Boss Enosh, once again. This is another episode in the Donovan Sharpe rabbit hole, right? We watched Rolo talking about, oh, someone paid Auburn Preach to do hit pieces, yada, yada, yada. And he kept bringing up this name, Anthony Johnson. Anthony Johnson is, I guess, the main guy on this channel, 21 Studios, who his channel is about positivity. His channel is about positive uplifting for men and boys and fathers. And looking at his channel, he talks a lot about, paternity fraud and things that afflict men, things that people don't really take serious or care about because who gives a fuck what a man is going through. And part of his content is exposing frauds in the manosphere, right? Because, overall, they do more harm than good for men. Because they say these things, right? But then they don't have good character. They're not stand-up niggas. You know what I'm saying? They're not stand-up individuals to really represent this type of discussion, this type of dialogue. And so, he dropped a 26-minute video 3 months ago exposing Donovan Sharpe. It's like he had like 2 videos on Donovan Sharpe. So we about to see. You know what I'm saying? We're about to see what's going on with it.
It has come to my attention that Edwin Alexander Hopkins Jr., aka Donovan Sharpe, the Sharpe Mama and Sharpe father himself, is a proven, definitive 1000% fraud himself. Not only did he secretly, privately wife up an older, double post-wall woman.
Look at his hat. Make women virgins again? That's funny.
Woman, 46 years old, reportedly, allegedly menopausal, pushing 50, right? That woman is a single mother, biological mother of a actual child, a daughter. And we have the court records and the documents to prove it. This fraud is fucking toast.
Hey, you want to get it on?
Oh, that's the lady that's in his videos. That was another thing, too, I didn't really touch on. It's like, a lot of these red pill dudes, they talk about, if you're a man, you deserve to go get a younger, woman with no kids. Don't mess with women with kids. Don't mess with single mothers. Get you a nice, young, fertile woman. So, and I'm sure this Donovan nigga talk about that shit too. But look at his girl. Look at his girl. And as a man too, especially a man with status, or a man with success, or a man that's just in general, they look at your caliber of woman. They look at your woman, bro, and they judge you based on how your woman look. It is what it is. Men do that, women do that, okay? So the fact that you're on the internet, you're on YouTube, preaching the man and trying to teach men, Mr. Relationship Guru, but then look at your girl, look at your dom, bro. Your dom is lead, bro. She's grits. This is an old ass lady that has a kid. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're strange.
One thing that I do like about Devin is she doesn't really look that much different without makeup on. Does she look better with makeup on? Absolutely. But she's not hideous without it. Devin has no cottage cheese. Like, Devin is still very, very tight and supple.
Devin has ridden the carousel. She has a lot of guys.
Devin has some high body. She had some high body count tendencies. I used to tell myself this all the time. Even if she's been ran through, she's not really acting like it.
Donovan will attempt
What?
to report it so you don't get
What is good with this dude, bro? What complete contradiction?
taken down, and it's bullshit.
And guys, and this is funny,
Okay, fresh and fit.
when I lost my first of 2 YouTube channels, guys were telling me, go to BitChute, go to here, go to there.
So there you have it. That's Donovan Sharpe admitting that 2 prior YouTube channels were deleted by YouTube, terminated, banned, lost. Here is his current channel, over 110,000 subscribers, all these views. This is no less than the 3rd channel he's had. The prior 2 were terminated by YouTube. This one by him, and any YouTube employee can easily review this and find out that it was operated, run by Donovan Sharpe. It was all about him, just like his new channel. This one was banned for severe violations with hate speech. And this one was banned for severe violations with spam, deceptive practices, misleading content.
Uh-oh.
Surprise, surprise, right, guys?
Uh-oh.
So any YouTube employees watching this, put another notch on your belt and knock this channel out. Myself and 21 Studios do not support in any way, shape, or form harassing or doxing or anything like that. of the daughter and the ex-husband of Donovan Sharpe. Totally not necessary, guys. Not productive, not ethical. Leave them out of it. They are innocent bystanders. They have no control over what Donovan and Devon do, and I disavow anyone who does go after them.
Devin is my girlfriend. She is not my wife. We have never been married. She is not a single mother, and we have not adopted anybody.
Donovan denied getting married. Well, I will go to a court of law and a lie detector and tell everyone right now watching that my brother, George Bruno, told me that Donovan called him and asked him if he would marry him and her. Period. But what I just told you is a fact. And I would, like I said, I would go to a court of law. You can put me on a lie detector. I don't care. That is a fact. So what does that tell me? That tells me that he married her. Period.
Donovan Sharpe, for many years on his podcast and on his channel and on his social media and all this crap, he would talk publicly and privately to me in writing and text messages and stuff about his girlfriend's niece, right? Because she was such a good aunt and she was just taking care of her sister's kid. Because her sister had drug problems or some other crap that, she couldn't take care of the kid, right?
Devin has a niece. She's 14 years old. And I think one time, oh God, I can't even remember, but somebody said I said something because I have strong opinions. If this was years ago, I think she was like 10 or 11. She's like, that's offensive. I said, Olivia, let me put you up on game. Now we have to have more serious conversations because now she has friends that identify as boys. You know what I mean? So now she's going through that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's very, very difficult to raise children in this day and age.
All BS, all nonsense. The entire time, it turns out, that was just one more lie. The biggest lie.
That's funny. I'm not the stepfather. I'm the father that stepped up. Yo, this man funny with the edits, boy.
Lie ever from Donovan Sharpe. The Sharpe father.
That is weird though. Like, why are you lying, bro? I mean, I know why he's lying, because the dude's lifestyle, the shit, his choices is going against what he preaches. You know what I mean? It's going against what he and preaches. Yeah, like you're a hypocrite, is what it is. A fraud.
Himself.
Olivia is going to be here tomorrow, and she likes zebra cakes. So, of course, Olivia was here last night. Just visiting for a little bit. Devin told Olivia's friend that I am all bark and all bite. Dude, even when Olivia visits us, I try to be firm with her, but sometimes it's hard because, she's a little girl. Dude, Olivia, this was funny. Olivia was over the other night, and she was talking about this kid. Let's just say if Olivia got married to a guy, and he was out at the club all the time, I would have a conversation with him. I got a 13-year-old niece that stays here at least twice a week. All it takes is one crazy all it takes is one crazy person, and something bad could happen. Olivia is a minor. Her first crush was a kid named Jaden, right? White kid, right? Her second crush was and Jaden was actually her boyfriend. Actually met the kid. Actually met him right here, shook his hand. Then she had a crush on a kid named Alex, and which was interesting. I was like, hey, you're Alex and I'm Alex. But I still, shook his hand and looked him in the eye. And she says a new name, black guys.
All right, come on. I get it. He has a daughter. Next.
Fuck him. Well, Olivia's in the same situation. And so she doesn't...
Ashlock's kid. Her sister, as far as I know, doesn't even have a daughter. She only has a son who's about 20 years old, not even a minor.
Post-wall women, they get married all the time, but the men they get married to are very low value. They're beta males. They're
like
pushers.
him.
They're not real.
Like himself. He's talking about himself.
And they're not the men that arouse these women. These aren't the men that these women respect and love. These are the beta males. These are the lower rung men.
I got an email from a...
These
nigga put Rolo. Who's Jack Murphy? I don't know who that is.
Are the beta males. These are the lower rung men.
I got an email from a concerned third party to this whole family situation with Donovan Sharpe and the mom who's ashamed that she even has a daughter. I ended up getting the divorce papers, and I got a picture of the family, the father and the mother, Cynthia Ashlock, Donovan Sharpe, and even the kid. Now, obviously, I blurred out the child's face and identity and the father as well, but not Cynthia Ashlock, not Donovan Sharpe. Then on top of that, Red Pill Examined, go check him out. He actually discovered an admission on video from Donovan Sharpe.
So he filed. I was the plaintiff.
Damn. This really whole channel is dedicated to anti-red pill. But when you have people like Donovan Sharpe, I'm not surprised.
You know, I walked away with nothing. I walked away with nothing.
So it's kind of like my divorce.
Yeah.
Because my divorce was $12.
Yeah.
And we didn't have any money or kids.
Yeah,
so.
only with mine, we did have a house together, so neither of us could afford the house, so we ended up foreclosing the house. So I do have a bankruptcy on my record as well. That's public record, too. If anyone wants to go look that up and throw it on a YouTube video.
He pulled up the bankruptcy records of Cynthia Ashlock in New Jersey, aka Donovan Sharpe. Now, from that, he was able to verify the claims that I made about her being a single mother. And he proved beyond any shadow of a doubt, that she put on her penalty of perjury, right, that she was a biological mother and had a daughter. Now, credit due where credit's due, right? O'Shea Duke Jackson, a lot of love for that guy, governor, president of the Black Pandosphere, in my opinion, right? He was the first to publicly suspect that Donovan had wifed up a single mom. A few others I know behind the scenes had this theory, but no one had taken this public yet. Not even me at the time, right?
You live with that lady. I believe she does have a kid because stop the show. I remember one time I called over there and there was a kid in the background. You are dating or married to a single mom, Donovan. You won't stop lying. That lady is a single mother and the baby is white and you live with the chick.
Yeah, his gut was right. His instinct was right. Donovan was a super fraud.
Damn.
Even bigger fraud than I ever thought.
Anybody mixed up with O'Shea is going to be rotten to the core. I don't give a f***. Hell, even Kevin Samuels kept his distance from O'Shea, at least publicly. Behind the scenes, not so much. You didn't hear that from me.
The biggest reason Kevin Samuels never associated with Donovan Sharpe after he became a superstar, a megastar of the manosphere and blew up worldwide, is because he knew Donovan Sharpe was a fraud. Probably from my documentary, The Truth About Donovan Sharpe, in addition to his own firsthand experience.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you become a content creator, and if you become one that's like a big one, right, or a rising content creator, you have to be careful who you associate with, bro, because there's a lot of snakes out here, there's a lot of clowns, a lot of frauds. And I even say that for myself. Once I reach certain levels of I don't know, being known or whatever, I have to be careful who I associate with because not everybody is your friend, okay? At the end of the day, this is somebody's job. This is people's job. This is people's business. So, can't be chums with everybody. You know what I mean? So just be careful. You got to be careful, bro. And this is a message to my future self. Because or you can end up like Sneeko and then be just associated with the worst people, like Fresh and Fit. Like, bro, now that's, you know what I'm saying?
Gentlemen, please welcome Kevin Samuels to TSR Towers. Kevin, thanks for making time for us again tonight, man. We appreciate it.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on, Donovan?
What you and I are going to talk about is why is it that a growing number of grown men, why are they living with their mamas? What is going on with that?
Now, credit due where credit's due. As far as I understand, Donovan was a little bit responsible for helping Kevin Samuels blow up. Kevin was a fan of his show. He would call in, kind of got his name known through that a little bit.
Oh, so Donovan was doing this for a minute before Kevin Samuels. Okay, interesting.
But why would Kevin, never repay this favor or whatever to Donovan? Probably because he knew Donovan was a fraud who wifed up in private a double post wall single mom.
Gentlemen, this is why Kevin and I we fell out. And I said, how many times have you shouted me out on your show? He says, I've shouted you out on my show once or twice. I was like, dude, how many times have you been on my show? And he couldn't tell me. I said, dude, you've been on my show 47 times. And I said, look, Kev, 47? You don't owe me anything. You do not owe me anything. I said, but when you go on to the Joe Budden podcast, and you shout out a man who clearly, who you promoted a book for a man who does nothing but bitch and moan about black women, wrote a book that could basically be looked at as misogynoir. All this dude wants to do is bash black women under the guise of negotiating with them. You want to shout him out, but you don't want to shout me out?
Do y'all know what he's talking about? I don't know what he's talking about.
Like,
but I wouldn't shout out that nigga Donovan Sharpe either, bro. You a weirdo, bro, and you're a liar.
I've been on, like, dude, I told him straight up, I said, you don't owe me anything, but dude, I had you on my platform when nobody knew who the you were, man. And now that you're approaching 1 million subscribers, now you don't want, now you'll have nothing to do with me. I told him, dude, we were supposed to meet up in Phoenix. We were supposed to do content. You told me no. Or you told me, but then you ended up flaking for some stupid reason. Yes, this is Kevin Samuels.
He has spent, what, 4, 5, 6...
Look how he talks about it after Buddy is dead, though. According to those comments, he's saying this after he's already dead.
7 years trashing single moms. Easily one of the manosphere's top critics of single moms.
Well, Cassie would have the world believe that she's always been this doting, dutiful, oh, you know what? No, Cassie West has been ran through. Cassie West was a single mom when she married David West. Cassie West chased bad boys. She's a Karen that was ran through like everybody else was a single mom. And this explains why this explains why David West is as weak as he is.
And it's not just that she has a kid, right? Whatever. It's that with single moms, you have all these other problems and baggage and bad outcomes for the kids. This stuff is well documented. That's why the manosphere harps on it. And he joined in on that louder and more bombastically and ruder than anyone else.
They wanted you back when you were 22 and 23 and young and childless and hot. But when you're in your mid to late 30s, the bad boys don't really want you anymore.
You know, with the single mom thing, it's literally cucking yourself, raising another man's seed.
Not wanting to raise another man's kids with a woman who was sexually irresponsible, that's not immature. That's common sense, Adam. Using your resources on another man's offspring, believe it or not, that's fiscally stupid and is literally throwing away money. Because that relationship is going to end at some point because single mothers are... Adam, I don't know if you've heard this, but there's...
I want to put a little nightcap on this part here, right? Marrying a double post wall single mom pushing 50 is everything the red pill and the general manosphere stands against. It's like selling get-rich-quick courses out of your mom's basement, living with your mama. It's pathetic, 100% total fraud. Look, man, if you go on the internet and someone claims that
fraudulent,
they were in the military, they won these awards, combat medals, Purple Heart, whatever, you would want to see evidence of that stuff, those claims, right? Especially if they're selling something, a book, a self-defense course, a gun, you know, so whatever they're selling, right? These are serious claims. You know, same thing with fitness YouTube, right? Or fitness internet, you know, content. If that guy says he can bench 500 pounds, 600 pounds, that's a lot of fucking weight. You want to see him do that on video. You want to see evidence with your own eyes about his claim to authority and credibility and why you should listen to him. That's why he lied. He lied to get money out of your wallet. More money. The more he lied, the more money he got out of guys. Not just you, men like you. Men who are hurt and wounded and looking for answers. Looking for the truth in a world that hates them. And what did they do when you were looking for the truth and men like you? They lied to you.
My girlfriend literally...
Charlatan. Who is this? Okay, Donovan Sharpe. Somebody I don't know. Somebody I don't know. Kevin Samuels. Somebody I don't know. And Fresh. I mean, Fit. Myron Gaines.
Works for me. She is on my payroll. She gets a paycheck stub. She has a W-2. She is an employee of Donovan Sharpe Incorporated. And the reason I want to point that out is because it wasn't easy for her, guys. I've known Dev now for 4 years. And dude, trust and believe, I made her work harder than any man has made her work ever. I made her prove for 18 months that she was on my program before I finally gave her that commitment.
To reiterate, who another man finds attractive, not attractive, that's up to you, man. I'm not here to like play dick police. Some men like, you know, tits on a stick. Other men like fat and chubby. You know, it is what it is. Problem I have with kind of other men.
Fat white women and the black men that love them.
Men like fat and chubby. You know, it is what it is. Problem I have with Conovan is that he lied about all of this for years, right? Pretending he had some smoke show, hard nine, who was not a single mom, right? Porn star body, all this fucking crap. He lied and lied and lied. These men looking for answers. Also puts into question all his many years he spent on Roosh V forums and Return to Kings and YouTube, bragging about being a player and a slayer in Vegas, right? All the stuff.
And it's funny. Different people have different kinds of game. I'm a very high. This is why cocaine was my drug of choice, because I'm a high octane guy, man.
Right. Hey, Donovan, when are the cocaine tales coming out, bro?
Cocaine was his drug of choice. Yeah, you're not a stand-up guy.
Oh Lord!
I'll buy that. When are those tales coming out, bro?
Those can't be on YouTube.
I'm gonna end the story with this. Dude, I have so many crazy cocaine stories. I can't even tell you. I'm gonna tell you a real story.
Banging all these 9s and 10s and strippers and all this bullshit, right?
I don't believe this dude at all. I don't believe him for shit.
That kind of shit. A lot of guys, and I believe with him based on what he said publicly about this kind of stuff, the stories of Vegas, right? The strippers. A lot of that's just trading cocaine and weed and shit for banging strippers. That's not impressive.
So I go to room 215. I walk into this hotel room at the Bellagio, and there is a blonde lying motionless on the ground. Lying motionless on the ground. Of course, I see the big pile of cocaine there. And I'm like, Kevin, what?
On the ground?
He told me that they had hooked up. They were going to hook up. They were going to do some blow, and they were going to and all this other kind of stuff. But he discovered that she went for his wallet, and that's when he accidentally hit her and knocked her out. He says, I think I killed her. Here's what really happened.
And you could tell this is like early, because look at Myron's room. Look at Kevin Samuel's setup. This is probably, when he's upgraded his backdrop. Excuse me. In Myron's background isn't the studio, and his picture says Unplugged Fitness. That's what his shit was before Fresh and Fit.
What my friend Kevin used to like to do is he used to like to go to Backpage, and he used to proposition all the strippers and prostitutes. Hey, come to do some blow cocaine with me, and we'll have a good time.
Let's party.
That happens in a lot of major cities.
That's not Riz. That's not Riz. That's telling girls come do drugs with me, bro. That's not Riz at all.
These are guys who find these used up, trashy women, and they barter cocaine and weed and whatever else.
This man is bragging about smashing junkies, bro.
Sex.
It's crazy.
He's a simp. Ain't nothing impressive about that.
I had one of my other friends, Erica. She was over, and we had I think we had a half of an 8-ball. We were just gonna do blow, and that's
I have dated and multiple strippers. I know several bouncers and DJs at several strip clubs in Vegas. I've had drinks with strip club owners on more than one occasion. Dude, I've done more blow with strippers than I can't think of an analogy, but yes. This is what happens. When you walk back there, it's supposed to be quiet, okay? But it ain't.
This is what's weird to me. Like, this dude is bragging about being a fucking junkie. The more I hear this dude talk, the more his origin story that he told MTR and Pearl. It makes sense. This dude is weird, bro. I don't know if I want to watch this whole video, but I'm curious to see how much worse it goes. Because this is very in-depth, okay? 21 Studios kind of snap, all right? Hey.
Listen, you guys here, when you go back there, you straight up hear balls slapping ass. You hear dudes moaning and groaning, getting blowjobs. You hear the girls screaming and faking orgasms. That's where the real money is made. And I'm almost certain that's not just in Vegas. Kevin Samuel says, yes, it is.
In my documentary, The Truth About Donovan Sharpe, I had to look at and examine, Donovan's real name, Edwin Alexander Hopkins Jr. I did that in part and ultimately after as well, to look at his criminal factual history.
Oh, snap. Wait, that's him? Jesus, what in the world? I wonder why he changed his name to Donovan. 34, 33, 32, 31. Oh, this man was a grown adult. What was he doing? Simple worthless check, financial identity theft. Simple worthless check. What does that mean? Is that like a fake check?
In Florida, North Carolina, and all these other states and stuff, right? Because I wanted to look at his real history of who Florida.
Oh, yeah.
North Carolina.
These are all different places. HSPD, CPD, RPD.
All these other states and stuff, right? Because I wanted to look at his real history of who he was and who he was over a long period of time. Now, as a man, not necessarily, is your future determined by your past. The Manosphere and 21 Studios, I'm all about personal transformation and personal change. You can change, but the reality is real change is hard. It is f***ing difficult. That's why most people don't do it. Now, the reason you look at that too is because you can build, this is what lawyers and law enforcement do, right? They look at a person's past to build a character judgment and evaluation of their future, right? What are they going to do over a long period of time? Donovan Sharpe, he never changed. Someone who commits fraud over a long period of time is probably going to keep committing fraud, which is exactly what he's done in the Manosphere. His history of fraud never stopped. It just evolved into the Manosphere and this fake alpha male, apex alpha male guru. It's all nonsense. Fresh and shit, fake and fraud, Rollery Tomasi.
Fresh and fit. Hold on. Fresh and shit.
It's all nonsense.
Hold on.
Fresh and shit, fake and fraud, Rollery Tomasi, Soy Francis, Rihanna Stone, Richard Pooper, the MLD, the child stalker. These people are all frauds. They're all beta males. They're all bang nothing but fat women or no woman or their 5-finger pussy, right? They don't do any of these things. They're single mom experts, especially Richard Pooper. They're bullshitters and con men trying to deflect from the truth. They don't want you knowing the truth because the minute you do, and the minute you're a man enough to admit it and to face the truth and to face reality, you will.
That's funny. Half them names I don't even know. I knew about Rollo.
Stop.
Because he's the rational male. But I never sat and watched him because I don't care. Like, I don't have time to sit and watch people's live streams, bro. That's why I don't know how these people do it. Like, me, I don't know if I'd ever do streaming. Maybe. I don't know. But, like, 1, 2, 3 hours sitting and watching people. That's why I can't sit and watch a full Fresh and Fit thing. I don't have time for that. I can't sit and watch Kai stream or Speed streaming or any of the mother motherfuckers, because who got time to watch people stream, bro? Not me.
Giving them money. This has happened on Conovan's Patreon since I exposed him. He's had a 60% drop in his Patreon revenue and subscriber base. That was one of his main sources of income, if not the main majority source of his income. Exposing these frauds hits him where it hurts. That's why they lie about me and they defame me and they slander me and all this fucking crap, right? Anything to save their bank account. I f*** all that shit up because I don't give a f*** about your money. I don't give a f*** about your clout. I don't give a f*** about your drama. All I care about is the truth, and if you don't like it, you can go f*** yourself.
There are days where it's sometimes, how can I put this? There are days where I question myself. Was I really Devin's first choice? These days don't happen often, but they do happen. Was I really Devin's first choice?
The Cuck Zero crew with the fraud father himself, Rollery Tomasi at the top, all these weirdos and beta males and gamma males and just mangina chimpanzees and all this shit, right? Look at them continue to prop Sharpe up. It's been proven now, beyond any shadow of a doubt, not one of them will stand up and call out the truth and say, hey, Donovan f***ed up. I'm disgusted by what he did. I'm cutting ties immediately. They won't do any of that.
Dude, there's no such thing as a man who likes big women. No. A man who likes big women is just a man who can't get women who are in good shape. That's it.
Oh my gosh. And look at his girl. This is so crazy. Like, bro, everything he's saying, he is doing the opposite. Yo, I don't know how this dude. I mean, no. Listen, it's easy to trick people. It's easy to deceive people because all you have to do is tell them what they want to hear. The easiest people to manipulate are, lost men and lost women. Well, to be honest, women in general, but especially lost men. Men that want to be strong, men that want to be powerful, men that want to be great men, but they feel lost. They don't know how to get to where they want to get to. Boom, tell them exactly what they want to hear, and you got them. Women always live in a fantasy la la land. They want the best of everything. Life don't work like that. They don't operate in reality. Tell them what they want to hear. Boom, got them. That's why all these people make so much money off of these lost individuals. That's why the beauty industry makes so much money. In certain places, skin bleaching makes so much money. Cosmetic surgery makes so much money. And a lot of these red pill relationship gurus, they make a lot of money because they're telling people what they want to hear. And if you can emotionally control people, or if you can appeal to people's emotions, you can control them. That's what it's about. It's about control.
That's it. Myron Gaines said it best. You give a chubby chaser a blue check, 100,000 followers on Instagram, and a Lambo, and all of a sudden, doesn't like big girls so much. Men who prefer bigger women do so. That is what Rollo calls making their necessity a virtue. Well, the reason I date big women is because they're my type. No, they're not. No, you are just unattractive to women who are smaller than you. That's what it comes down to.
All right. I am withholding sex from my girlfriend until she loses weight.
The fraud father will reach
Yo, hey, bro, he crazy for that. If he edited that, bro, he crazy for this shit, bro.
He stole from original, older Red Pill content creators, guys who were better than him, guys who had firsthand real experience in the field, in real life, that he never got. He's a parasite and a plagiarist, and he peddles it as his own original stuff.
The Book of Luminese Volume 1 dropped this Friday, and it's only $16. 1/6. Get on the waiting list now.
Donovan did the same thing, stealing, his womanese from the Book of Pook in particular. Famous old pickup artist, old red pillar, right?
If you're dumb enough to give your money...
So that's what they do. They just take other people's ideas and repackage them as their own.
...money to a fat guy who claims he's a personal trainer, that's on you. If you're dumb enough to...
He's talking about his own audience.
Give your money to a homeless guy or a broke guy who is a financial advisor, that's on you, man. Fool me once, shame on them. Fool me twice, shame on me. The person fooled you the first time when you saw their lifestyle. The guy was broke, he was fat, out of shape, whatever the case may be. Guess what? At that point, if you still decide to hire that guy, that's on you, regardless.
For those of you who bought a course or a product or an ebook or whatever from Donovan Sharpe, the Sharpe father himself, you have every right to a refund because he sold it to you on false pretenses and false premises, right? He false advertised to you. He lied to you to get you to take out your credit card, push the numbers in on your laptop or your phone or whatever, and give him money. He stole from you. You have every right to go for a refund and a chargeback on all that false advertising of a car.
And we'll start with Dev. So let's say you're...
Hey, Pearl. So it's Pearl. That's that one girl that went viral for saying that she enjoys being a wife. And
best friend is...
I don't know the mother two.
She's 38, right?
Okay.
And she is newly divorced. She has a kid.
Look all the pictures in the back. She's in his studio.
But the kid is probably 16, 17 years old. What would be your advice in terms of competing with younger, more attractive women? Because Allie has talked about this before. There are older women out here, older single moms who are out here out competing younger childless women. So how would it, listen, I'm not saying this would be easy, but it is possible. So what would be your advice to your friend?
Well, okay. So does she have full custody of this child or does she have shared parental?
Let's say
50-50?
she has a 50-50. Let's
Then
say
if
1
she's
week on, 1 week
50-50,
off.
then she's not a single mom.
Oh,
She's co-parenting.
Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. That makes sense because you're not.
Oh, hold on. Pause real quick. We're getting a call. Yo.
Hey, I just got out of my meeting, so I was like, let me call him back. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Hold on. How are you? How much? Sorry. How much time? Well, I'm tripping. How long are you free?
I know what you're trying to say. I have until 2, so I'm just working at my desk until 2.
Okay. I'm gonna call you back because I'm in the middle of filming a video.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, so I'll call you back. Probably like it's almost done. It's probably like 10 minutes. I'll call you back.
Oh, all right.
I bet.
Bye.
Okay. Sorry, we're back.
Single parent at that point.
No,
okay.
you're definitely not. You're no more single parent than if you were still married.
In conclusion, I don't hate Donovan as much as he hates me, or as much as he says I hate him and all this garbage, right? It's extremely amusing and funny and entertaining to expose and mock and ruthlessly make fun of this fucking loser. Myself and 21 Studios, as my company that I founded in 2007, we're here to set the record straight. They hate that I make these videos because they're true, not because they're false, because they're true.
Devin, let me get you into this conversation because I met you when you were 32. You are an older woman, quote unquote. Please listen, Dev is 45.
Devin is a 7. Her body, on the other hand, is an 8.5.
Why? That nigga's a liar.
Her body.
Look at his eyes, bruh. Be for real.
Her body is an 8 on her worst day. On her best day, her body is a hard 9.
Ooh!
Maybe even a little higher, depending on what she is wearing. Anybody, just take a stroll through my social media.
Bro, I was about to X out this video, but why, bro? Oh my gosh, bro, this is crazy. Please show a picture of the girl, please, of the lady. Please show the picture.
Media feed. Devin's got a hot bod. You guys know that. Do you want to know what else is humorous? Is that you're 47 and you think you look fabulous. That to me is, listen, I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you're 47 and work your ass off. And I'm happy that you're confident. But at 47, you don't look fabulous, sweetheart. It was like that dude who called in the Red Man group, said that his girl was a 9. And then later on we found out she was 44 years old.
Nigga,
we were all like, whoa, wait a minute.
Bro, this is
such thing as a 44-year-old.
Bro, he's talking about himself. That's what I don't understand. How do people watch this dude, bro?
9.
I misled my audience about Devin's age, but I did that for privacy purposes.
Devin slept with a lot of guys, gentlemen. Devin has a high body count. You think I don't know that my own girlfriend has had sex with a lot of men?
My results speak for themselves.
Thanks for watching this video. Leave a comment.
Oh my gosh, bro. Wow. I didn't know the extent to how insane that this Donovan person was, but this is really crazy. Album Preach only really scratched the surface. They showed how he was corny and they showed him talking about his past. Now this is just showing how he lies to his audience, frauds his audience, steals and cons his audience, and puts a bad name in the manosphere and the red pill space. This is insane, bro. This is why Kevin Samuels would never really, refer to himself as red pill or manosphere, which neither do I. Because you get immediately associated with people like this. Liars, fraudsters, con artists, and scammers, okay? People that pretend to be who they are not. And then try to sell that persona, that alter ego to, ignorant, unknowing people that are just looking for answers. They're just looking for answers to their experiences, to their problems in life. And people like Donovan Sharpe take advantage of that. It's not a stand-up thing to do, bro. Donovan Sharpe is not a stand-up motherfucker, bro. He's not a stand-up nigga, not a stand-up man. And I don't support it. Gosh. I think that might be all of it to this this saga. This might be it, Maybe we can find Donovan Sharpe's responses to any of this, to Album Preach or to 21 Studios or whatever, because, it seemed like 21 Studios, Anthony Johnson would have been on this guy's case for a minute. I support it. Keep exposing these frauds, bro. Expose them. This is crazy. This video came out kind of long. I might cut it up some, but this is like, this is crazy. But I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, hit notification bell, join the Discord, download TubeBuddy through my link in the description below, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.